Okay, so sometimes I get really frustrated, irritated at what I see as completely ignorant copywriters and marketers. And, I wanted to reply to this guy. I wanted to reply to this guy, but I ended up not. And so instead, I guess I'm going to shame him publicly, but anonymously. All right. So this guy writes me. He signs up for my email list, and pretty much immediately afterwards, he turns around and he unsubscribes. But not only does he unsubscribe, which is fine, right? Like if we're not a fit, just unsubscribe and we're good, right? But he turns around right after he unsubscribes and he sends me an email, and that email is a complaint. It is a complaint because I offer my Copywriter's Guide to Getting Paid book with a free plus shipping offer, which means the way that the offer is presented is that you don't pay for the book, but you do have to pay for the cost of shipping to get it to you. Now, I'll tell you a little bit about the economics of that actual transaction in a minute, but this guy decides to write an email and complain. And here's what he says. He says, "Oh, please, so cheesy, ... free, exclamation point. All you do is pay shipping. Granted, if the product is $50 or more, fair enough. I will never use these tactics. You've learned from the wrong people, so I am not interested in reading your books or emails." And I will say, like, there's a ton of punctuation errors, space errors, all of that in this guy's email. So it's kind of a hot mess as far as writing style. I'll make sure in the description with this video to include it without editing it. So anyways, this guy's complaining. He wants $50 products for free, just pay shipping. And I'm sure that he's not ready to buy anything beyond that, right? Like he just wants $50 products for free. But he calls offering a book for free, he calls it a tactic that he never wants to use. And he's telling me that I learned from the wrong people. The reality is, number one, I do literally lose money. Like if you go to copywritersguide.com and you buy my book there and you do the free plus shipping offer, and you can check out a link in the description. If you do that, I actually lose money on getting it out to you. I do. Right? The cost of the book and cost of shipping and all of that adds up to more than the amount of money that you're giving me. And so you're free to buy it elsewhere and pay for shipping and pay for the product. And, really, if you wanted to find a way to send me $7, $6.99, which is what the cover price is for it, plus the shipping charge, because you don't like the free plus shipping tactic, right? You're free to do so. You can give me more money for the book if you don't like the idea that I give it to you free plus charge for shipping. Like if you want me to make a profit off this book because you believe that that's the ethical thing to do here, you can send me extra money. In fact, why don't you just send me like $20 or $50 or something, so you know that I'm making that profit that I would not actually be making if you bought it under the offer that I have made available publicly, right? And he says that I've learned from the wrong people, so I'm not interested in reading your books or emails. So this is interesting to me. I've learned from the wrong people for what? According to what, right? He has this idea that because I make this offer that's free plus shipping, that somehow like that's wrong, right? But I'll tell you what it's right for. It's right for starting a relationship. In fact, it's right for actually getting response and getting someone to do business with me for the first time. It's an offer that works. It works across markets. It works across like industries and offer types. If you have something that you can offer in a free plus shipping offer, it works, period. And in marketing, you are leaving money on the table if you believe that you're too good for an offer like this. Like if your ego is too inflated to be willing to use an offer like free plus shipping, and this is like, that is a very neutral idea. I'm going to give you this product for free if you pay shipping. It's a very neutral idea. There's nothing like ethically or morally right or wrong in this. It's just an offer structure where somebody is free to put this offer out into the marketplace, and people in the marketplace are free to purchase it or not purchase it based on their own ideas, based on their own desires, right? But here's the thing. If an offer works and you're selling a high quality product, you're actually doing a disservice to your potential customers if you favor less effective marketing approaches because your ego won't let you get out of your own way, right? And so if you just make this just base level assumption that a free plus shipping offer is wrong, that the people who do it are wrong, whatever that is, if your ego, if you're on your high horse and you can't get down off your high horse in order to respond to an offer like that, you're doing yourself a disservice and you're doing your potential customers a disservice. Because if you have an offer that positively impacts your customers' lives, if you have an offer that can either just make someone's day better or change the entire trajectory of their life, I believe that you are ethically obligated to do what works to get that offer in their hands, to get them to actually take that product. And if that means that you present something as free plus shipping, don't lie. Don't say, oh, this is completely free. Everywhere that I promote this, I say the book is free. You just cover a shipping and handling charge. The book is free. You just cover a shipping and handling charge. I could charge you for both. But I say the book is free. You just cover a shipping and handling charge, and I'll send it out to you. I'm honest about that. I'm straightforward about that. There's no hidden charges in that. You're agreeing to a one-time charge that's equivalent to what I've labeled as the shipping and handling charge. And, I believe this can change your life. And I believe that this is the most effective way to get the most people to get this book in their hands. And, even if I personally wouldn't want to respond to an offer like this, honestly, I've seen books out there where it's been available for free plus shipping, and I've chosen to buy it, say, for example, off Amazon, instead of buying it directly from the person. In fact, on my offer page for the Copywriter's Guide to Getting Paid, I even linked to it on Amazon where you can pay for the ebook for the equivalent of my US shipping charge, or you can pay for a physical copy of the book, which is more than I charge just for shipping. It's $6.99 versus $4.99 in the US, and it's the physical copy. Of course, international shipping for me is more expensive, but that's just because I have to pay more for the shipping charges. So, if I believe that you're doing your potential customers an ethical disservice if you don't make an offer that gets your product into their hands. And in my book, it does create dramatic improvements in my customers' lives. Now, there are people that complain about all sorts of stupid things, including this free plus shipping offer. There are people that say, oh, you can't call it free if we have to pay for shipping. Well, I'm calling the book free and I'm calling the shipping a charge, right? Hello. I'm not charging you for the book. I'm charging you for shipping. They say you can't pay for it for free. The other thing, the other just ignorant complaint that I get is because the book was originally, the content was originally gotten out of my head via an interview. And then I spent hours and hours editing that interview for readability, but I left it in the interview format. People complain because it's an interview and not a book that's formatted like a traditional book. The information is the same. The information can transform your life. It can get you your first copywriting client. It can get you better copywriting clients. It can completely change the trajectory of your copywriting career. But people are hung up on the idea that it is formatted like an interview. How ignorant and dumb can you be? The information is what's valuable. How that information is structured in presentation, as long as it's not illegible or unreadable, I'm sorry. But the information itself is what's valuable, not how the paragraphs are formatted. And the other thing is people complain because it's short. But the reality is that the people who actually go out and implement appreciate that the book is short. It focuses on just what to do, how to get it done, and it doesn't take up a whole bunch of excess time that they can then go use and actually implement what's in the book and go get clients and get copywriting clients. So, like, for example, I have a couple testimonials here where people have explicitly said, one guy on Facebook, Steve, said, "Hi, Roy, I bought your book, The Copywriter's Guide to Getting Paid, and it helped me land my first free spec client, which later led to my first paying client. I love your daily videos. Keep up the good work, sir." Tiark, another Breakthrough Marketing Secrets subscriber who bought the book, was a very early, one of my first customers for the book, said, "Every aspiring copywriter should read this book. I landed my first client 7 days after reading Roy's book. And if you do what Roy says, you can easily do the same. Needless to say, this is a must-have book for any copywriter who wants to get their first client or land better, higher paying clients." Hello. Like, I am doing you a disservice if I don't do everything I can to put that in front of you. And if it took somebody interviewing me to get this content out of my head in book form, so what, right? The content is changing people's lives. It's helping copywriters get their first client. It's helping copywriters like better orient themselves and their business and their skill set and their career towards what is going to help them achieve maximum success. The reality is there are always going to be whiners and complainers and haters, but whining and complaining and hating and just choosing to be ignorant, choosing to reject like an entire offer structure. Not only that, to reject people who use that offer structure just because you are on your high horse, just because like you don't want to respond to that, just because your ego is like, you're so full of yourself that you're morally better, you're whatever, because you don't say something is free and charge a shipping charge that's less than the cost of the item itself and give it to people just because I don't know. But people like this, they get me fired up. And what gets me the most fired up is the fact that these people are out there, they're selling their services to clients. They're presenting themselves as copywriters and marketers, as professionals, and they are out there peddling crap that is less effective than it could be. And if this client has something that can like completely change an entire market's lives or just an individual, that the way that this copywriter is selling that client's offer may be actually minimizing that client's positive impact on the world. So this client, their offer could save somebody's life, but this copywriter is too caught up in their own ego and what they think should be done in marketing versus what actually like gets people to respond. They're all caught up in these shoulds. You should do this. You shouldn't do this. Marketing should look like this. It shouldn't look like this. What actually gets that valuable offer into the prospect's life? What actually, this offer can solve a problem, solve a big problem. What actually gets that to the prospect to get their problem solved? That's what I want to know. And that's why I offer my book for free plus shipping. A bit of a rant. I hope you found it valuable. If you want to check out the Copywriter's Guide to Getting Paid, I do have like a limited supply on hand. I wasn't really planning on ranting about it and perhaps driving quite a few sales, but you can check out the links in the description and grab a copy of the Copywriter's Guide to Getting Paid. And you know what? You're going to have to pay shipping and handling, and you're going to have to pay that fee. But the book is free. The book is free. You just pay shipping and handling. And I'll send the book to you. And who knows, you could be like Tiark or Steve or the other people who've actually applied what they've gotten out of the book and spend a minuscule shipping and handling charge to get clients that are worth thousands, tens of thousands of dollars. I mean, hello. So my name is Roy Furr. This has been a video issue of Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. I'd love it if you'd leave a comment with this video. Let me know on a scale of 1 to 10 how valuable you found this rant, this idea, and why. What are your takeaways? What are your action items? How are you going to apply this in your life, in your career, in your marketing, in your copywriting? Also, tap that like button before you go so you get more content like this delivered to you. And so the magical algorithms of the internet will share it with more people like you who will find it valuable. You can Also share it with people directly and subscribe before you go. Subscribe here. Also, check out the link in the description to breakthroughmarketingsecrets.com, where you can sign up for my daily emails Monday through Friday, including these videos and more exclusive content for email subscribers. Again, Roy Furr for Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. I always aim for 10 out of 10 value. I hope that I've delivered it here, and I look forward to seeing you again in your next video issue. I'll see you soon. Bye.